Alcoa Nation. Welcome back into the second of two games tonight. We're right here in Herman Thompson Gymnasium, and we're going to see a really good basketball game tonight, Lee Carroll, with the visiting Greenville Green Devils and their star player, Trey Thompson. Coach Collins talked a little bit earlier about what a player, this 6'8" slasher can do.
Not only is he a slasher and can go to the basket, you know, with that 6'8" body, but he can step outside and absolutely light up that three-pointer.
Well, this ought to be a good opportunity for some of our boys to kind of test the waters against what is a big-time Division I player. He's got offers from Purdue, Tennessee, Xavier. I'm not sure who else.
And he's still, I mean, what is he? He's just a sophomore. Oh, is he a junior this year? Okay, my bad. He's just a junior. So you know a couple more after this AAU season is going to come.
And you got to be careful of Zayden Anderson. He's their primary ball handler. Coach Collins talked about we're going to have to sit down on him, stay in front of him, because he makes a lot of things happen and opens a lot of things up. Curtis Moore, he's a role player. He's the one that's going to get the rebounds for them. And I want to see us populate the boards tonight. We've got Big J Bird Kirk back in the lineup after he sat last night with his ankle injury. So it's good to have him back.
I think, if just thinking about the last few games that our boys have played, I felt really good about the way they have rebounded the ball. I feel like that we've rebounded decently. Now, I didn't watch all of last night's game against Pigeon Forge, but I know up at Gatlinburg and a couple other games, the past few games, I felt good about the way they've been, you know, getting to the board, boxing out people. And tonight, it's like Coach said, showing those bodies, keeping people from, you know, just going straight to the basket. We got to cut those guys off.
A couple of shout-outs, Martin, Trent, and Casey. Casey, yes, they're listening in, saying go Tornadoes. Trent's from Greenville, though. He's saying go Devils. Hey, we hear you, Trent. We appreciate good basketball, but we are a little biased. But we're glad that you guys could join us right here on the NFHS network via the YouTube. So whether you're watching it on your phone, your laptop, or the TV, go ahead and kick back, enjoy this game tonight. Should be a good one, as we're going to go down to the voice of the Alcoa Tornadoes, Keenan Sudderth, for the starting lineups.
Ladies and gentlemen, and now the starting lineup for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Greenville Green Devils. Starting with number 2, Zaylen Anderson. Number 4, Isaac McGill. Number 13, Jervis Moore. Number 21, Trey Thompson. Number 22, Dom Tweed.
On the campus of MTSU, Alcoa 76, Douglas 67. The Alcoa Tornadoes are your 2024 Team of the State Basketball Champions. This is their 21st state tournament appearance, 7th time in the state finals, and for the 4th time in school history, your Team of the State Champions from the city, the Alcoa Tornadoes.
And now the starting lineup champions, Alcoa Tornadoes. Starting with number 0, Jameer Dean. Number 1, Jabril Coco. Number 2, Jay Kirk. Number 4, Congress Cherry. And number 10, Joseph Carter.
There you go, Alcoa Nation. Your starting lineups for tonight's game. Lee, I mean, you can't say enough about Collins and his staff, how he takes individual, each of their skill sets and kind of mixes the ingredients together for a little AKA, what we like to call victory stew.
Yep.
All right.
This is going to be a great matchup right here. I just noticed, we're going to put Kirk right off the bat on Thompson.
It's a good test for Jay Bird.
Well, this is, if you want to get to the next level, this is one of those matchups where,
absolutely,
this could look good on film going against this guy.
Good hedge over the top by Coco. Kick out, and Tweed, the senior, knocks down the early 3. Cherry will set things in the first possession for the Tornadoes here.
I know Greenville will be vying for a, well, looky here. That's a good shot. Good rebound on the backside right there. They'll be trying to get to the 3A state championship this year. I know that's their one of their goals.
Cherry trying to create off the bounce. He'll get there. Can't get it to go. Look at Jameer Dean rising up there above the rim.
2 offensive rebounds.
Nice take. Great take on the sophomore. Jameer Dean showing what he's made of. And Dean will be on McGill, the 6'3" senior. That's another good matchup, Lee.
Mm-hmm.
Good communication. I guess they got that license to switch now, as Coach Collins talked about that a little bit earlier in the year.
License to switch.
Good strip, but even better putback.
Right there, they were able to, Trey was able to get the position underneath, and of course, he can jump up and dunk it, so anytime the ball rolls off, he's going to get his hands on it.
Ooh,
Thought
nice
Coco
take.
got hit in the head right there, but they didn't see it.
Well, he's got the length to get there to the rim on most any occasion he wants to.
Extremely fast.
Well, he gets slippery, don't he?
Good help underneath.
McGill, the senior, may have drugged the foot a little bit, but gets the bucket regardless. 3-point lead. McGill going to try to sit down on Coco. Dean strong to the cup. Nice job by Jameer Dean.
You're going to see some effort from our boys tonight, because this is one of those games, big time, big time competition between players. A lot of them know each other from the summer stuff, AAU. Just going to be a fun one.
Been exciting so far. Hope you're enjoying it at home. Battle for it. Can't come up with it. It will remain Greenville basketball.
Everybody's moving fast. Now we're going to take Kirk out, give him a little breather, and bring Morrow off the bench.
Morrow enters the game and makes an impact immediately.
Jump white
Wow.
basketball.
Well, with that length, getting up there, he is a force in the paint.
First thing, gets his hand on the ball.
Well, he does a lot of the dirty work. I mean, he ain't scared to get his hands dirty and get in there and do what it has to be done. Coach Collins talked about that. as Cherry can't get the pull-up bunny to go. Greenville tries to get something early in transition.
Look at Cherry. Good Lord, how quick his hands are.
Good follow by JoJo Carter, AKA Joe Solid.
Joe, man alive, this thing.
I don't think it's doing anything. Tim said it's all right, even though it goes out sometime. Now they're gonna go right down there to Trey Thompson. And they'll probably go to him early and often tonight as Mr. Graff will check in. That should have been Mr. Football for Tennessee this year. He got robbed, I ain't afraid to say it. Had an outstanding year. Over 225 yards rushing in the championship game. And TSSAA, another football state championship for your Alcoa Tornadoes.
Just speed everywhere, don't we? We just got speed everywhere.
It's like you said, a lot of teams aren't used to the speed. They don't see our type of speed often. So when they do, it's a problem.
It's relentless. It's everybody.
Cherry will look to push it in transition. He gets right to the rim. Nice finger roll in and out. But he's going to make up for it.
Listen, Trey is 6'8". If he puts the ball remotely close to the floor and Cherry's around, he's going to tip it away.
Whee! Graff comes in and makes his presence known as he always does. Long shot out there, in and out, battle for. Thompson can't get the putback to go.
It went off his foot.
Alcoa basketball.
Hands everywhere.
Well, we're giving him a little bit of a problem now.
Well, what it is it's the quickness of all of our guys. You know, 1 through 8, everybody's fast and everybody's hands are active.
And you can tell, and it's like you say often, a lot of times they don't see that type of quickness, and it becomes a problem for them. And it has been so far for the Green Devils. Graff can't get it to go.
You know, a lot of teams will have a guy or two that's slow, a little bit slower. We are not that team.
There's not a lot of drop-off, is
No.
there?
At any position.
From 1 to 5, I mean, very mobile. Makes a lot of teams uncomfortable in their offensive sets. Now, here on offense, we need to be intentional about the collection of a lot of our second shot opportunities. As Birdman will pull up.
And look at Morrow fighting for that thing.
Boy, I tell you what, you got to appreciate Morrow L. He kind of reminds me of what Kara Pitts does on the girls' side, and Bella Daughtery on the girls' side, you know. Just getting in there and doing a lot of the dirty work.
Well, the senior, they're giving all their effort. They know this is their last run at it, and they're just giving what they got.
Well, J. Bird Kurt drew some contact, but no whistle. So I guess they're letting him play a little.
What a surprise, right? Like
J.
that right there.
Birdman Kurt to the rim. He'll finish. And drew some contact. Still can't get the call. Play on, fellas.
Goodness.
Play on. Long shot out by McGill, the senior.
It's a good open shot.
But I mean, they're letting them play, Lee.
They are definitely letting them go.
Skip to Jameer Dean. Went for the slam, lost the handle. Graff can't get the second shot opportunity to go. Skip pass McGill again. And a great job by Dean. He'll bring it himself. Graff to the rim, and he'll draw the foul. He'll get to the line. I tell you what, he does a great job of just being able to balance his body, his explosiveness to the rim, and his opportunities to finish because he's so strong. He can go off of 1 foot downhill, or he can play through contact, either one.
Him and Cherry's got that, like they cruise at a very fast speed.
Yep.
You know, their normal is pretty fast. But then when they touch the ball and they wanna slip that gear into high,
Accelerate a little.
it's just boom. You know.
And they play good through contact. I think, you know, playing football helps that. I don't care what you say. I think playing football helps you on the basketball court
when
too.
you get hit in football, you learn balance. Well, in basketball, you get hit. You know, in a lot of games they don't call foul stuff, so you got to take the contact.
That's a good point.
And our boys, both of them, can do it.
Second shot missed. McGill will try to get to the rim. Maybe some contact, no whistle, but play on, my friends. Morrow L up and
What
under.
a move.
Ooh, nice. Good job, 5. Morrow L making it look easy. A little up and under.
Yeah, he just does the Michael Jordan up and under and spins it, you know, kicks that English off the backboard and rolls it in.
Thompson still looking to try to get into the offensive rhythm.
I don't, you know, we're going to put so much effort on him tonight, I feel like. He's going to get some points, but they're going to be hard to come by.
And there you go, at the end of the first, your Alcoa Tornadoes 15, Greenville Green Devils 10. Lee, that was a great showing right out of the gates. I think we played with some energy and some urgency.
2 things I noticed right off the bat. One is our energy, just like you said, and number 2 is we are relentless on the defensive end right now. Relentless.
All right, well, let's go over to the stat man, Coltrane Towel.
Thank you, Kip. Number 0, Dean, he has 4 points, 3 rebounds. Number 3, Graff, he has 3 points and a rebound. Number 1, Coco, he has 2 points and a rebound. Number 5, Ale, he has 2 points and a rebound. Number 2, Kirk, he has 2 points. Number 10, Carter, he has 2 points and a rebound. The team stats for the Tornadoes are shooting 39% from the field. They're 0-2 from the three-point line and 50% from the free throw line.
Not the best shooting percentage starting off, but we've got a 5-point lead, and that's just what you were talking about.
Hey, when you don't
defending.
shoot well, you can't control the defensive end and how aggressive you are. And right now,
we're defending at a pretty high level.
And if they're going to let us play this way, it really plays into our favor.
I agree with you, and they have been letting them play, so continue to be consistent with that. For Alcoa, it's going to be Cherry, Coco, L, Graff, and J. Bird Kirk.
Isn't that 2 for him? That little guy, he can shoot pretty well.
13-15.
Anderson.
Yeah, Anderson. He's a junior. Pull it, Bird, man. Hey, he'd take that all day, every day. I mean, that's
just like right there. Kurt shoots a 3, misses, and backside rebound.
Cherry to inbounds. And a good job by Jabril Coco to finish.
Jabril being tougher than the Franklin. Just being more physical.
Yeah, that's what all it boils down to. And Cherry going to apply pressure. And like you talked about, our depth really comes into play a lot of times, being able to defend and pressure the basketball. Kick out. Anderson no good this time. Thompson finally trying to get involved, but still can't get it to go.
Yeah, he just missed that one. I think he was anticipating a little bit, and
The basket for Cherry
one
is
by
whistled
Cherry.
dry.
Quick
Cherry.
catch, Cherry.
Cherry with the finish right there.
Now on Greenville's more. Kansas first.
Did you see him down there? He'd seen a camera sitting on the floor and just went right up to it and was like, oh, yeah. I like it.
I love it. Hey, play with some intensity, some emotion. Make it 2013, 7-point lead for Euro Tornadoes. Cherry will continue to pressure Anderson, the junior. a 6'1" junior. And Thompson still has not been very engaged so far. As soon as I say that, he drains a three.
Well, that kind of guy, I mean, if he shoots, I mean, he keeps shooting, that ball's going to go in for him. I mean, it just happens, you know, because he's so good. Man.
Wow. Jabril Coco has come to play tonight.
Jabril Coco, he's in a different world right now,
athlete,
playing fast and hard.
He brings some length, as we talked about.
Look at here, Big J.
Bird Kurt flying high for the two-hand slam. We see you, Birdman.
Look at him, he's fired up. He's hollering at Trey, too. I love it, the intensity.
He's up for the challenge, boys
up
and
for
girls. Bird D'ing him up down low, making it very physical. And they're going to get Moro L, which that looked like a clean 5-finger discount to me. He didn't even take his coat off.
There was more contact prior to Morrow stripping the ball away. There should have been a foul prior, but you like that's the call right there, like really.
Well, do you get that call because of maybe you're a Tennessee, I mean, you know, Trey Thompson's name is heard.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like the Michael Jordan effect, you know. You're a big-time player. You probably gonna maybe get a few calls like that. But well, he does have a big body and some length, and he moves well with it.
He moves well, jumps well.
And I missed that call, Lee.
Called a carry.
Okay.
In this game, this top game right here, that's what we get.
Okay.
A carry with no pressure. Oh, Lord.
Play on, boys. Play on.
I love it.
Good defense by Jabril Coco. And Cherry, he's going to give it to J. Bird Kirk with the finger roll. He just lost the handle. There was another flush. Nonetheless, it's a 8-point lead for your Alcoa Tornadoes, Lee Carroll.
I don't know what's going on with the boys tonight, but they must have drunk their Celsius or Red Bull or something, boy. They are hustling.
Well, hey, let's pay a little homage here. What former Alcoa All-State player? We're going back to 1965, Lee
Oh,
Carroll.
Lordy, we going
Did you
way
see the Alcoa
back.
bench over there? 1965, he still holds the all-time career scoring record at Maryville College. Now, he was an All-State player here at Alcoa, but he went on to break and still holds the career scoring record at Maryville College.
From back then. Wow.
1965. Some of you old heads need to be texting in to 865-560-6490.
You gotta dig way back for that, don't you?
I bet you Ricky knows. Clint Abbott probably knows. What about Martin or Calvin? You guys text in, let me know. Who was it? All right, Lee, let's continue on with this momentum that we've got in this first quarter, heading into the second quarter with 5 minutes left before half. We've got JoJo Carter back in the game. So it's Cherry, Coco, Carter, Dean, and Kirk. Oh, a little elbow, no call. Battle on, boys.
He might have got an elbow in there, but he was up underneath the basket and didn't have a good angle for a layup.
Coco looking to cook in the kitchen. Get out of his way. He's come to play tonight, Lee Carroll.
Has anybody cut him off yet? I don't think they can stop him.
Tell you what, he gets better. It's like a fine wine. He's getting better as time goes on.
It's one of them deals where, like, listen, if the guy can't guard him, stopping him from the basket, just give it to him and let him go.
There's a shortage of referees.
I thought you wasn't going to go there.
But here's my thing, though. As physical as they've let them play, then every once in a while you get a quick whistle
Well,
like that to make you
that's
say.
the one that made the carry. Like,
All right.
really?
Okay. Still a 10-point lead. Ball don't lie as Cherry and knock it out of bounds. Yeah, we warned you, Greenville. If you're listening from Greenville, we are a little biased down there.
We are homers now.
We are homers.
Sorry.
Lee, Coulter, and Lee. Long shot by Thompson, can't get it to
Holy
go.
moly, he almost volleyballed that ball back up.
Dean will find Morrow L for an easy transition bucket. That's a 12-point lead, Lee Carroll, with 3:35 left before the half.
Listen, I'm telling you, if they let them keep playing, we have the advantage because our boys, they're all football guys basically.
And I tell you,
And even the ones that are not could play football and are rough guys.
I'm gonna say we've done a great job on Thompson so far, making him really work.
We've threw different bodies at him,
Yep.
and different, like Morrow pushes around on him. Jay's kind of, tall and can have the length. Look at the
JoJo
senior.
Carter.
Look at the senior fighting.
Dean with the putback and making it look easy. I love it. Second, third shot opportunities pay off, Lee Carroll. You talked about that earlier, us getting on the boards. Almost another pickoff by Cherry. Graff will come down with it. And we were getting some transition buckets. Look at that.
And all Dean is doing is trailing
Wow.
the play or the shots and just jumping up, out rebounding anybody around and putting it back in the bucket.
Just getting them garbage points. And we talked about
That
that. That's
is-
another level of scoring right there.
Absolutely.
You just get the putbacks.
You, at the end of the game, you pull up Dean, he'll have 25, and half of them are garbage. Who cares?
Right. Somebody got to do the dirty work. Thompson with a good find.
Our Dean is rebounding the ball.
Moore can't finish, but Dean's going coast to coast. Can't get it to go. Thompson will come out with it. Strong take, rebound by McGill, and he'll get the putback, and that was a much needed basket for Greenville.
It's been a minute for him.
As Cherry will bring it across the timeline. (34-18). And a good feed back there to Tweed.
Coach is going to take a timeout right here. He wants to talk about it real quick.
That's a good timeout right there.
Yep.
Good timeout. All right, Terry Klein, he's got it. It is Bill Padgett. And there he is. Bill Padgett, All-State performer here in 1965. He's actually in the crowd down there tonight, Lee Carroll.
Is he really?
And he went on to...
So he left here, goes to Maryville College, and set the point record.
Career scoring record.
And
He
it's
still
never
holds it.
unbelievable.
Still #1 on the chart.
That means, I wonder what that number is, because it must be pretty nice.
Well, we can probably look that up real quick. But Terry Klein on the ball, he knew who it was. He's an Alcoa old head, he knows. We're gonna have Bella Dollery, Bella D coming up, talk with us at halftime, so we hope you'll stick around with us. 34-22. Morrow L, he's gonna get in there and do some dirty work. You wait and see. You wait and see on this possession. Doing a good job of being patient, but you got to value the basketball against a squad like this. They're not going away, Lee.
No,
They're going to try to chip and grind.
Yeah, this is one of them teams. They're good. I mean, like I said, they're gonna fight for a state title in 3A basketball.
Pull up out there. by Moore, the senior. He can't get it to go. And Graff will bring it across the timeline. He'll get to the rim. Look at him go. He can't finish, though, but a good job of getting there.
Almost rolled it up.
Starting to see this game get a little north and south real quickly. As Anderson, the 6'1" junior.
They've made a little run past couple of minutes.
Look at
Nice.
Joseph Carter to the rim for a much-needed basket, Lee, right before half. AKA Joe Solid. He's fundamentally sound.
JoJo got downhill, did a little, I wouldn't call it a Euro, but the way it looked was like a Euro, sort of.
Check him out there. You see J. Bird Kurt, Jabril Coco, there's A.J. Love, Jameer Dean. Hey, I tell you what, I was watching last night. Jacoby Cooper came in and got some valuable minutes, some quality minutes last night against Pigeon Forge.
Yep.
See him going there. He might have earned himself a few more leads. We're going to come to the power stats real quick. Coltrane.
Thank you, Kip. Number 0, Dean. He has 8 points and assists, 7 rebounds. Number 1, Coco. He has 8 points and a rebound. Number 2, Kirk. He has 6 points, 2 steals and a rebound. Number 5, Il. He has 4 points, 1 block, 1 assist, and 3 rebounds. Number 10, Carter. He has 4 points and 2 rebounds. Number Cherry, he has 3 points, 4 assists, and 4 steals. Number 3, Graff, he has 3 points and 3 rebounds. The team stats for the Tornadoes are shooting 50% from the field, 0% from the 3, 67% from the free throw line. They have 17 rebounds, 6 steals, 1 block, and 6 assists for the Tornadoes.
Well, Alcoa Nation, thank you, Coach, for that. We're going to step in here with Miss Bella. Bella, it's always hard after a game like that. We almost clawed back in it and got snuck away with a win right there, but they were just able to pull away.
Right.
But after that game, what do you think?
I think there's one way to react to a game like that. Well, there's multiple ways, but there's one you need to pick, and that's, you have to move forward right now, especially this part in January. We have 2 district games, or 3 coming up next week, especially an important one Friday. But I think you pick out the good things in that game. That's what you have to do. You have to pick out the fight that we had at the end. Maybe it was too late. We probably should have started that a little bit sooner. But there are a lot of things that we did good and a lot of things we did bad, but the things we did bad we can fix. And so that's what you have to look at and focus on moving forward.
Yeah, after the game was over, we looked at the shooting, and they ended up shooting overall. What was it, Kit? Wasn't it like 34 or something like it? So shot
Not the best.
not the best
shooting
night on the
night
offensive
Right,
end.
right.
But, boy, I tell you what, Bella D, we sure do appreciate the hustle and grittiness that you showed tonight out there on the court. I mean, that's something that we really appreciate.
Yeah,
and
we
it's
see it.
contagious
We
with your
see it.
teammates.
So I appreciate it.
But, hey, listen, I was going to ask you,
Yeah.
James Madison University?
Yes, I
Talk
got
a little
that.
bit about that.
Yeah, so I applied to their early action program and got my acceptance today, and so
Congratulations.
It's really big. Yeah, it's a big deal for me, and so it's just an exciting moment, and it's something that I prayed about and worked for, and
Amen.
so it's something that it's always just rewarding, and so I've had a great time. I've had so many people like you guys support me, and it's been so rewarding to see that today. Definitely.
You're a great representation of Alcoa and our community, and you have been since elementary school. And I've talked about this before, some of the things you've done for our community as a elementary kid, fundraising, coming up through the ranks. You've been a good role model for these younger girls. I know that a lot of them down at the intermediate school look up to you and Kara and all these girls up here, and y'all do a great job of providing that leadership and character off the floor.
Yeah.
And we really appreciate that. But I tell you,
Remind us, though, what that at James Madison, what's the degree?
International affairs.
International.
That's
affairs.
what
I
it
was
was.
close. I
Yep.
was close.
Yeah.
I knew it was something international.
Yeah.
well, if things don't work out with international affairs, you need to become a coach.
Oh,
Yeah,
because
thank you.
she knows her basketball.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm a little obsessed with it. I love it. I love to watch it. I love to play it. So it's just great.
What did Coach Bauman have to say to you after the game in the locker room? Did he have a whole lot, or was it just kind of one of them things like,
I think it's a little bit of both. I think that ultimately, I think we didn't play as tough as we can, and I think that might be a little bit, exhaustion. I think that might be a little bit of, we were a little shell-shocked, and we came off kind of a physical game last night that we weren't expecting, and so we didn't play our best last night, and we kind of let that roll over a little bit, I think, at the beginning, and we're still hanging on to that. And so towards the end, though, you saw us come together and play together, and so ultimately just building on that and understanding that we have a big one Monday and a big one Friday.
Yep.
Big ones all week, really, and so just being able to come back, to come together, and just keep working towards a bigger goal, and because that's all that matters now at this point. So we're all excited in the locker room. Obviously we're frustrated after a loss like that, but I think, there's hope.
It is what it is, right?
Yeah.
Well, listen, we're going to get Colt now. He dials up these crazy ones now.
Let me give you something good.
Give her something good right here.
Hey, Bella, hope you're doing well.
Thank you.
Last week we got to talk about some athletes that you look up to. Now I'm curious, do you have any short-term or long-term goals for basketball, and what are they?
Yeah, okay. So I think short-term is win a state tournament and bring it back to the city.
That'd
but
be
I
so
think
awesome.
a long-term goal is ultimately just keep pouring into this community, keep pouring into basketball, and just stay involved. And I think that's something that has benefited my life, and so it's only right that I give back to it. And so, whatever way that looks like, I'm bought in, and I'm grateful, and I'm ready to get to work.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yes,
Thank you,
That's
Bella.
a great question. Thank you.
Well, Bella, we appreciate it as always.
Yes, I appreciate
and
you guys.
we're going to probably see you again.
Oh, yes.
But let's just keep this thing rolling.
Absolutely.
I feel like the girls, like you guys, have bought in.
Yeah.
It's just sometimes when you ain't feeling right, or ball don't bounce the right way every once in a while, things happen. And
Yeah,
tonight was just one of them things.
Yeah, it's part of the game. All right, well, thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Hi, Miss Bella.
All right, it's good to see you.
Alcoa Nation, that was Bella Doherty coming up and visiting us for a minute. We always love spending some time with her.
Yeah, she's a good one for sure.
So to be a senior in high school, she is so, to be able to answer questions.
She's very articulate with her.
So smooth.
Words. I'll tell you what, having her in charge of some international affairs, I feel very comfortable with her talking to
Future government be ready to hire, won't they?
Yes, I can see her working for
Absolutely.
the government in Washington, D.C. Right up her alley. Lee, hey, listen, I was really pleased with that first half of basketball by our boys tonight.
Could not be more happy with the way that they played aggressive on the defensive end and was really going up and snatching that basketball. On the offensive end, goes back to the aggressiveness, we were being extremely physical to the basket, and we were also rebounding on the offensive end, giving ourselves second opportunities.
That was big.
Huge. I don't know how many points we scored on second opportunities.
Well, that's advantage basketball right there. Coulter, you've seen this first half. I know you've been keeping stats. What do you think about this first half?
Well, just like we said, we've gotten a lot of second chance opportunities, which is good. We've been able to capitalize off those. And what I've seen, we've been playing great defense. We've been able to contain their star player.
That's a big one for us. And
is he 13 or is he 30?
13 or 33. Now, Coltrane knows his basketball.
He knows, yeah.
But when we talked to Coach Collins, he was intentional about making it a rough night tonight for Trey Thompson.
Listen, when you got a guy that's a 32, 34 point a night kind of guy, and 6'8", you have to be intentional.
Yeah.
If you have any shot whatsoever to beat them.
Well, you could better believe that Thompson's going to come out the second half ready to engage and probably get engaged early on offense. He's going to probably manufacture a lot of points, and he's going to have to if they're going to stay in this game because, like you say, their scoring comes from him, and they rely a lot on him to provide that for them. So just a good scouting report by our man Ryan Collins and staff.
I hope the intensity stays at a 10 when we come out of the locker room. I feel like it will because I go back to what I was saying about those big games. This is those big games that you get amped up
Yep.
for,
And you talked about that challenge for Jay Kirk kind of going against Trey Thompson tonight.
Well, listen,
he
right
has
now-
really been fired up.
Listen, right now, Jay Kirk is winning.
It don't look like that ankle's hurting too bad anymore.
It might hurt tomorrow, but it ain't hurting right now.
Well, I tell you what, by the way, he went up with that two-hand flush. Sky ride. That's why they call him the Bird Man. He's flying high. So, and with the referees, I'm going to say they've done a good job overall. A couple of fouls, maybe surprised us, but let them be physical.
This is one of them games, man, alive. Everybody is super fast and very physical game.
Mama D, kudos to Bella D. She's a star.
Yes, she is.
And by the way, as we're starting off this second half, Terry Klein provided that career scoring record. Speaking of scoring, Jameer Dean's going to start us off, but 2,106 points by Mr. Bill Padgett.
Wow. You a 2,000-point scorer in college. That's pretty impressive.
Count it. You had to salute that one, Lebo.
I had to. Hey, anytime we're knocking them threes down, baby. And salute to them points that he scored at Maryville College.
Yeah. Bill Padgett, he's here in the crowd tonight. And there you go. Trey Thompson, he's getting involved in a big way
Now
with the two-hand flush.
That's where Coach was talking about showing body, cutting him off. We cannot let him run to the basket like that.
That's a great point, Lee.
Without any type of contact.
He's quick to the paint, quick off the floor. He just showed that. I mean, he hasn't had a lot of opportunities to show it tonight, but right there, he sure did. And Jameer Dean's going to get the five-finger discount. Oh, can't get it to go. Coco with the follow and finish. He's having a great game
Did you see
tonight.
how Coco lifted the ball up in the air off the glass? He knew Thompson was coming for that block, and he was able to get it up above his block, and it kissed off and went in. That's a great shot by Coco.
Soft touch, yes. Jabril Coco has come to play tonight.
Yes, he
And, you
has.
know, he just keeps getting better, Lee. I've noticed that. I mean, from his freshman year to now, he has really, really made great strides.
Well, it's that thing where athleticism starts meeting skill, you know.
Yeah. And he's been putting in the work off season, continue to work hard in practice.
So that crazy athleticism that Coco has is starting to meet the skill, and it's all coming together.
Cherry, he's not going to give any time to rest, as he's going to pressure all the way up the court. And I tell you what, McGill has a nice shot, good range.
He can knock down the shot.
6'3" seniors keeping him in this ball game. Good pickoff by Cole Smith, the sophomore, who's snuck in there. And
what happened is Cherry went to hand it off. He dropped the ball. He can't pick it back up. They touched it, and then he went to grab it, but they just got their hand on it enough to get away. Ooh, now we got a box out.
That's pretty good defense by Kirk. But they're going to get him for the body. That'll just be his second, though.
That's a good foul. I mean, listen, you're just trying to cut him off, and it's some contact. He draws the contact, which is fine. Look at there.
Oh,
Look
what
here.
a play by Morrow. Ooh.
Little
Jaybird Kirk.
Did you see what Morrow did right there?
I'll tell you what. That's what I'm talking about as far as heads up, high basketball IQ play.
Throws it over his head to Jay as Jay's running down the floor, and then Jay gets down and cocks it back, and boom.
Boy, he tomahawked that one.
I mean, he flushed that thing. Boom.
Dean's going to take a seat. You've got Cherry, Coco, Graff, and Kurt. And Kurt, he's not going to let it happen, not in his house.
I tell you what, I don't know. He sat out last night's game with an ankle injury. Man, that rest really
that rest
got
did
him,
good,
didn't it? Sure did.
Good dish by Graff.
Wow. That
We're
coach
rolling on
wants
all
a timeout.
30-second timeout.
Rolling all cylinders, my friend. And Greenville needs a timeout. And we're going to give it to them with 4:31. Woo, man, let's keep paying homage here. It's getting hot in here.
Well, listen, while you're looking it up, it isn't anything on the offensive end that we're doing that's like fancy. We're not running some kind of smooth offense, you know, and all we're doing is hustling on the defensive end, and it's the transit. We're just going down in layups and dunks, and hey, beautiful.
All right, going to 1991 now. This young man, Tennessee Athletic Coaches Association Basketball Player of the Year in 1991, was also a Mr. Football finalist.
I might be able to figure that one out.
Went on to play for Mississippi State in football.
Oh,
Who is
Mississippi
it?
State.
Who
in
is it, Terry?
football.
Ricky?
I thought I had it until you said he went to Mississippi State.
Somebody out there, one of those Alcoa old heads know it.
Look at the hands.
Good steal by Cherry and an even better play by McGill to prevent the transition bucket.
that happened so quick that the guys were 30 feet in front of the referee, and he's just trying to catch up, and it's probably a foul, but he just wasn't in position. Wow, what a move.
A little up and under by Graff. Can't get it to go. He's gotten to the rim a couple of times tonight. He usually finishes just forced out there a little bit by Anderson. And they're going to try to go inside, and they're going to make it tough on Thompson, but does a good job of finishing with 3 on him.
You can't do a whole lot with that when he's standing basically at the rim. All you can do is just hope that you can slap down on one and knock the ball away.
He's come to play tonight, Lee Carroll.
Coco.
Jabril Coco has come to play.
Coco is on. He's in the bag tonight.
So he's in the bag, Levi?
He's dug down in there, and man.
Thompson going to show us his long range capability.
Listen, for the SEC level that Thompson's got the Tennessee off from, that's why.
Jay Bird Kirk says he's come to play too.
Jay Kirk flexing at his bench like, you
He's
ain't
ready
stopping
to show.
me, bro.
It's like you said, he's putting some film on. He's building a resume right here. Jay Kirk's building a resume.
He had 3 opportunities.
Well, when you're 6'8", he looks a good 6'9" to me. And length, they list him 6'8", but that's a solid 6'8".
Listen, and Jay's almost looking him eye to eye.
Right.
Pretty close.
Keeps flipping down in and out a little bit. Second one good.
Back and forth, back and forth.
Yep.
Are we touching anything under there?
I don't think so.
I don't either.
Coco, he can get to the rim again, but being able to kick it out.
That's
Graff, count it. Man, that's a hard combination to stop. Joso Carter has entered the game for Alcoa.
I mean, when Graff can step out and just hit, looky here.
Jabril Coco with the flush. Count it. Jabril Coco has come to play tonight.
Jabril Coco's come to play. Him and Jay are just, well, everybody's hustling, don't get me wrong, but like, they're just playing hard.
Look, we drop a 3 on them. We got a 20-point lead here. Thompson comes up short. Battle for, that's off Greenville.
Yep, sure is.
Great call.
Rode off the side of his head and shoulder.
149 left in the third.
What I was going to say about Graff earlier is when Graff can step out there and hit that three, now as a defender, what do? Do you run at him or do you stay back? So this is going to help him go to the basket. And that's what he likes to do. He likes to drive.
Look at there, that back cut.
Just
that's just his experience. I mean, sometimes we forget he was on that, as a sophomore, he started on that state championship team.
And the thing about Graff, he's not scared of any moment. You know,
now, if you want to put your saddle on somebody, you're gonna put it on
in a big moment. Yep.
Graff.
Yeah, the winner. A lot of people say that about him, and I would too.
Long shot out there by Jordan Mills. He's just a sophomore. Much needed basket for the Green Devils. Good take by Dean. He's going to draw the foul and get to the line.
I thought for a second they were going to let that and play through, but he must have got his wrist and arm pretty good right there.
Well, we'll take it.
We'll take it.
And Dean, pretty good free throw shooter.
That's his first, team first of the quarter.
Not bad at all.
Good one to have on the line is A.J. Love will give Jay Kirk a much needed rest. Well, I tell you what, Jay Kirk's been up for the challenge tonight against the D1 prospect, Trey Thompson.
And Dean makes his second free throw.
Sure does. You know what you boys know what I say about them free throws.
They pay dividends. Got caught up in the air there, but still, I like the aggressiveness. Carter gonna make up for it. Coco to the rim again. Good defensive play. And here come the Green Devils, 58-42. Woo! JoJo Carter put that one in about the 7th row.
Where in the world? JoJo come off the ground and said,
hey, he's quick off his feet. We've talked about that.
This is the sound it made.
How you say on him?
We get a volleyball kill, baby.
You did hear it smack. He's quick off
Look
the
here.
floor, though.
Ooh. Yeah, it's a good foul. Because if you don't foul him, he's probably going to jump up and dunk it.
And listen, A.J. Love, he'll come in and he gets some valuable minutes. He's the key component. He got some good minutes last night up at Pigeon Forge.
What in the world? They're hollering it.
A.J. keeps grabbing at his thumb. I think he jammed it a little bit right there. Can't tell if it's on his left or his right hand. They're going to go down to the big guy. And, I mean, you know, there was body contact, but nothing that hadn't been called yet. He just uses his body well down there. You can tell he can face the basket and put his back to the basket as well.
You know, these top guys, I mean, they're playing, he's played at such a high level in AAU stuff, like he's seen everything. Little guys go against him, big guys go against tall guy, you know, they've seen it all. So this craziness of this game ain't nothing for these high-level guys. And that's the reason why, if you look up here at the scoreboard, high level, who's leading this game right now, baby?
Wow, been pleasantly surprised here. Well, let's get to the Coltrane stats of the game, the power stats.
Thank you, Kip. Number 1, Coco. He has 14 points, 2 assists, 3 steals, and 2 rebounds. Number 0, Dean. He has 12 points, 2 assists, and 7 rebounds and 2 steals. Number 2, Kirk. He has 10 points, 1 block, 1 rebound, and 2 steals. Number 4, Cherry. He has 8 points, 4 assists, 5 steals. Number 3, Graf, he has 6 points, 1 assist and 3 rebounds. Number 5, Ale, he has 4 points, 2 assists, 2 steals, and 4 rebounds and a block. Number 10, Carter, he has 4 points, 1 block, and 2 rebounds. The team stats for the Tornadoes, they're shooting 53% from the field, 29% from the three-point line, and 80% from the free throw line. They have 19 total rebounds, 14 steals, 3 blocks, and 11 assists.
And there you go, the Coltrane power stats of the game. I'll tell you what, that's some balanced scoring by us. I know
Not
that.
bad at all. I mean, leading scorer, Coco, which we knew that was probably going to be Coco. Him and Dean, 14 and 12. Now the fourth quarter, you got to keep looking here, turnover. First offensive possession, we get a turnover.
Well, we've defended at a pretty high level tonight. I mean, especially in the half court. Let's give it to Graf and let him work a little bit. Let him get in the kitchen.
Can't let 21 for them. You know, you got to keep that physicality up.
Dean with the kick out. Nice find. We'll take that shot all day. Greenville, they're going to have to play with some urgency to chip away, try to get this thing back to a reasonable deficit. And another just good job of half-court defending, communicating. I know Coach Collins is probably happy with what he's seen tonight so far.
I just kind of watching the Greenville coach, boy, he's calm. He don't say a whole lot.
Yeah, he is he's pretty stoic over there.
You know, he's won 2 or 3 state championships, so he's been there and done that too.
He knows.
He knows.
Big games aren't anything for him either. A.J. Love, one of our better spot-up shooters, went down in and out.
That's his first foul of the game.
But it's going to remain Alcoa basketball. Casey texted in, he got it. Kirk can't get it to go.
What did you say about Casey texting me?
He texted in, he's got the trivia question.
Oh, does he?
Yep, he sure does. 1991 Player of the Year in basketball for...
What you got? What you got? Oh, we can't leave him that open. Oh, that works.
Jump ball possession will remain Greenville.
I think that's actually the right call right there.
Yeah, and I tell you what, Thompson knows he's been in a game tonight. He's had to work. Oh, so it's Alcoa basketball. They had the possession
that's right,
arrow.
because they got it at the start of the fourth quarter. They just didn't change it on the score table. We'll have to get on their athletic director down there, not about messing us up.
Yeah.
Who is that guy?
Oh, Graf almost made that.
Graf seen him coming to block that shot, knew he was going to take contact, and threw it up in the air to try to get rid of the ball to see if he could hit it, knowing he's going to take the contact. What a beautiful move.
Well, that's Eli Graf for you. Get him to the line. He is a solid free throw shooter for the Tornadoes. You ever want to get somebody on the free throw line going down the stretch, it would be Eli Graf.
Oh, yeah.
It's like we're talking about. You're going to saddle him up well, I jinxed him. But
look here, good active hands by Kirk.
Morrow L to the rim, can't finish, couldn't get the call. Under 6 minutes left in this game. Jay Kirk still on Thompson. We're keeping fresh legs on him for most of the night.
Almost snuck in there behind him and got a...
Yeah, almost had a 5-finger discount.
Yep.
Graf will push it. Spin move. And got his feet caught up under him a little bit, but just a pretty good defensive play there by Anderson. So Graff will take a seat, much needed rest, as we got Cherry, Coco, L, Dean, and Kirk.
That guy that is defending Graff, defending Graff right there. He like on defense, you heard of pulling a chair from under you. You back up real quick, and I think that's what he did when he went to spin.
Battle for Coco comes out, finds, Morrow L goes for the flush. Can't quite get it over the front of the rim. And a good finish on the other end by the senior, McGill. I will say, Jay Kirk's done a good job of interior defense tonight on Thompson.
Phenomenal job.
Floater by Cherry, no good. Battle for.
Look at the hustle. Look at the hustle. Man.
Third, fourth shot opportunities, can't get it to go. The Green Devils will come out with it. They've got a chance to cut it to 10 right here. They've been chipping away. Trent from Greenville's text in. He's pulling for his Green Devils, and they will get goaltending on this end by the high flyer, Jameer Dean. It's an 11-point game. Coco, long opportunity, can't get it to go.
There for a second, I like them going into that press because that gives us the advantage because of how quick we are.
Yeah, that opens some opportunities.
Yeah, if they do that, I like our advantage with that.
Dean now guarding Thompson on the interior. Done a good job of switching in and out. And a pretty good foul right there.
That's
I mean,
a good
he had
foul.
position. It's just the first for the quarter for the team.
Exactly. We had that one to give. We got another one to give with 3 minutes, 3 minutes, 40 seconds. He catches the ball tight like that. Just go ahead and, grab at the basketball.
Late whistle.
My God.
Late whistle. I don't know who they tabbed that one on. I think they called it on Jay. Yeah, that's his third, so.
A game play. All right.
There's a shortage.
There's a shortage. Shoo-wee.
I told you, Trent,
now.
we Alcoa people. Long shot. Good thing that didn't go. And we're going to get an easy transition bucket. Yeah, that would have been a big bucket for Greenville. They would have cut it right there. They've been trying to claw their way back into it. Yeah, I tell you what, Casey got it. It was Trent. The answer is Tyrus Gilmore.
Tyrus Gilmore.
No, I'm sorry. That's not Tyrus Gilmore. I'm sorry. That was Micah Marsh that you saw the picture of. I told Tim the wrong order, I guess, but
that's all right.
We'll pull up Tyrus Gilmore.
I did not realize Gilmore went to Mississippi State.
Yeah, he played football at Mississippi State. He went to junior college and played football, and then from there went to Mississippi State. Well, as long as we brought up Micah Marsh, let's go ahead and bring him back up there, Tim. We need to pay homage to Micah Marsh. He's third in career points behind Javin Carter and Travis Stennett.
I played against him.
Whew. Yeah, he could fill it up. Two-time All-State.
Fill it up.
Went to Arkansas State.
Him and Al Davis and that group.
They went to the state. They went to the state.
Every year.
Yeah, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, that team might have been runner-up.
Didn't Sweetwater
But he was
beat
three-time
them?
Blount County Player of the Year.
It's either Sweetwater or Harriman beat them in a state championship game, and it was, I felt like it was kind of an upset, or maybe Fulton or something. I don't know. One of them.
Paying homage to the old heads. They're going to go to Thomas down low and a quick whistle on the floor.
Okay, I'm good with that one too because that's only two, and he's at the rim to lay the ball up. Why not foul him?
Yep.
And hey,
I agree with you, Lee.
now we need to push him away from the basket.
Get him off of setting his territory down there on the block. I see what you get him off of that block. which, I mean, he's a pretty strong boy, and we don't have a lot of weight. We tall and slippery and skinny, but we just need to keep banging on him. We've got Morrow on him now, keeping those fresh bodies
That's what
on
I'm
him.
saying. We're just putting them fresh bodies on him.
Yep.
Just body blow, body blow.
They're going to go to him again. I mean, hats off to Greenville. They've found a little bit of a advantage down there in the post area. As big as he is, I mean, Thompson can face the basket, no doubt, but at this level, a nice feed, and Cherry finishes, gets the foul, and go to the line.
I don't know if Dean meant that to go to Cherry. I don't know, but Cherry caught that thing and just flipped it right. So we had, I think, Coco out here wide open for a three. So, hey, regardless, it worked.
That was a nice.
And then Cherry to the line and hits his.
That was
He's
nice.
holding his belly. He must have, when he went down, must have hit his.
Hit that funny bone, man.
Yeah, hit his hip or something.
Thompson going to drain it from the top of the key. 64-55. Just about 2 minutes left in the ball game.
One thing's for sure, when you play like a Greenville that's got that kind of guy, they go to him in the last couple of minutes of the game and let him try to do his thing.
That's smart basketball, though.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we talked about, and I was telling you, Mississippi State, Tyrus Gilmore. Let's see if Tim's got that picture of Big Tyrus. He was Player of the Year, Tennessee Associate. There he is. Went on to play football at Mississippi State University in the SEC. That's pretty strong, Lee.
Yes, and you play in the SEC in football, I don't care if you don't even play. You just get recruited and make the team. You're a really good football player.
Absolutely. 2:05. Cherry's going to cook a little bit. They're going to get the foul on the floor. And that'll be Anderson's third foul. Team fourth.
Did you see what Cherry just did right there? He rode the guy, pushed him away by running up, and then he back cuts and goes right to the basket. That's a good play from Cherry.
Absolutely. 66-55. In command right now.
Trey
Kirk
hooked
back on
Kirk's
Thompson.
neck right there.
Good kick out by Thompson, but Morrow L skies above everyone. He's going to give it to Cherry, who finishes
Golly, bum,
on the other
he's
end.
just so fast to the basket.
Lee Carroll, we have a good basketball team, my friend.
Phew, do we ever. You know, last year we could lean on Java and scoring points and do it. But you know what we lean on this year?
We don't, we lean on defense and we lean on ball control.
I didn't even have to say it. You know it. We lean on that defense.
Basketball, yes.
It leads to stuff.
Well, Thompson, I mean, he's a good player, but we've made it rough on him tonight. Good giving. Oh, way to share the basketball.
Look at it. It's just hustle. It's just hustle. It's just flat out hustle, Kip.
Tell you what, he's invaluable. Morrow L is an invaluable piece of the puzzle to this squad with the things he does on the floor. He's an emotional player.
I want you to look. These guys, listen, they got their heads down a little few of them where they've been giving it tonight. See, look here. They've been giving
tired. He gives it all he gives.
They give it tonight.
I mean,
and to beat this top team, you've got to.
Morrow gets in there and gets dirty with him, man. He does the dirty work. We might have to call him Big Dirty.
Big Dirty.
He gets in there and gets dirty, does all the things necessary for winning basketball.
Morrow makes his second free throw.
Coltrane, what do you think so far tonight? I mean, look at Jameer Dean right there.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's been a great game. We've had really good defense and really good ball movement. And like I said earlier, we've been able to contain their star player. So usually in these games, whoever has the better defense is going to win most of the time.
And you're absolutely right.
Do you have Trey's points? No, just ours? Okay.
If I was guessing, he probably got a quiet
20.
Well, I was going to say 16,
I was thinking
18,
a little more,
20. But, I mean, you can just see his capability. We just made it tough on him tonight.
Yeah, we've just thrown bodies at him and just been rough, and he's just, you know, I'm interested in seeing what he ends up with, but like you said, it was quiet, though. It was, you know.
And he showed that he can face the basket. He can put his back to the basket. They found a little bit of an advantage putting his back down there because he's a little stronger than what we've got. We've measured pretty well with him as far as length. I mean, we've got some length on our team, but as far as weight and strength, he's got some strength. You can tell he's been in the weight room. So he's legit for sure, but we've done a great job on him.
I mean, look at this score right here, Kip. 46 seconds against one of the, I mean, Greenville's one of the top, I want to say probably top 20-ish teams in the state of Tennessee, and we're up 69-55.
Yeah, we got a good basketball team, and I know Coach Collins, he don't want to hear that, and we don't want to peak too early.
No,
but I tell you what.
Listen, you can go back and watch some of our games. Offensively, I feel like we get a little better. It's just like the girls. Defensively, though, we typically bring it.
We're learning to mesh together. We're learning to mesh.
Yeah.
I mean, the more we continue to mesh and get that chemistry, I mean, I'm excited about what we can do.
Defense travels everywhere.
And I guarantee you, if you don't play defense, you're not going to get on the court. Coach Collins has made that clear. Part of our identity this year is getting on the court and playing at a high level.
Yep.
Defense at a high level.
Absolutely.
Well, Coltrane, you've seen this Alcoa basketball team this year. What gets you excited a lot about some of the things you're seeing on this basketball court?
Jameer Dean's dunks.
What a surprise. Man, I like seeing guys dunk.
We've got some cats that can play above the rim.
What about Kirk tonight, Coach? He two-hand flush and a one-hand flush.
He tomahawked one.
Yeah, he tomahawked one. Kaboom.
Good showing tonight for the Tornadoes. I'm sure Coach Collins will be pleased with this outing tonight. Speaking of Jameer Dean and Jay Kirk, yeah, you got to call that.
I seen his arm. He goes up with the ball, and I seen his arm twist behind the other arm. So it's like, oh, that's an obvious foul.
And we're talking about two sophomores in Kirk and Dean. And the way they're playing above the rim.
They're not too bad, are they?
Hey, give them a little credit. And it was a challenge for them, especially Jay tonight.
Did you see Dean
and
Morrow step in and say, bro, don't be missing them free throws.
Let's finish this thing.
Let's finish it. We can't be missing these free throws in the last 30 seconds.
Do you smell it? Do you boys smell it?
Well, I'm stirring it up. I'm stirring it up. Coach Collins down there, look at him. He's got his arms crossed. He's got her simmering. It's about dinner time.
It's a savory broth and that victory stew, isn't it?
Savory broth.
Yes.
All right, look at here.
And Alcoa Nation going to taste it tonight with a quality win over the Greenville Green Devils. Your final score, 70-57.
I have a feeling a lot of these kids know each other because I've already seen 2 or 3 of them hug each other.
Hey, respect on both sides.
Absolutely. Great athletes on both sides. Great basketball game to watch. Fast. Everybody played hard. And the Tornadoes come out with a 70-57 win over the Green Devils.
Let's get over here to the power stats of the game. Coltrane.
Thank you, Kip. Number 4, Cherry, he has 17 points, 4 assists and 5 steals. Number 1, Coco, he has 14 points, 3 assists, 3 steals, and 3 rebounds. Number 0, Dean, he has 12 points, 4 assists, 2 steals, and 10 rebounds, so a double-double for Dean. Number 2, Kirk, he has 11 points, 1 assist, 1 block, 4 rebounds, and 2 steals. Number 3, Kraft, he has 7 points, 1 assist, and 4 rebounds. Number 5, Ale, he has 5 points, 2 assists, 1 block, and 8 rebounds, and 2 steals. And number 10, Carter, he has 4 points, 1 block, and 2 rebounds.
Smoky Mountain Rain. You see
Look
Coach
here,
Collins there.
Coach Collins.
Check him out. He's talking about the family, man. There you go, Mama Collins.
She
That's a
likes
good
seeing
shot.
that grandbaby now.
Good shot.
The team stats for the Tornadoes, they shot 47% from the field.
What was that? Say that one more time.
47% from the
Nice.
field, 18% from the three-point line, and 67% from the free throw line. We got 31 total rebounds, 14 steals, 3 blocks, and 15 assists.
I tell you what, I'm impressed with our rebounding, and we shot the ball well. Didn't shoot great. What was it from 3?
18%.
18%.
Terrible, which is fine,
Clean that up a little.
but everything around the basket, I mean, we shot nearly 50%.
But to shoot 18% and still have the victory that we got
A
tonight against a
13-point
quality
victory,
team.
yeah. Huge.
Well, Alcoa Nation, you see right there the Mystic Hardwood of David Marsh Court. We'll be back here Friday night. We've got Gatlinburg coming down off the mountain. Should be a good game.
It's a big one.
I'm
It's
going to try
always
not
a
to
big
make my
one.
sister mad at me again. But we're going to go ahead and get off here. Glad you guys could join us tonight. We really appreciate you. And we want to give a shout out to NFHS Network, Tim Stringfellow.
Appreciate Tim.
Great job of producing this. My man Cohen Holloway.
I've watched a
And
bunch.
there's Miss Jones. She trying
Yeah,
to
there's
get on
Miss
the
Jones.
camera,
We got her
Tim.
again.
Give her a shot. Give her a shout out. Turn around, Miss Jones. Miss Chrissy. There she
There
is.
she is.
Yeah.
She's saying, hey, it's dinner time.
Al punted my coverage on that one.
You did.
So we'll be back here next Friday night. I hope you'll join us for Lee Carroll, Kip Jones, and AKA the Coal Train. We'll be here. Hope you'll join us. So long, farewell, and go
Tornadoes.